telescope is named after, first discovered the universe is expanding back in the 1920s. But it wasn't until 1998 when a crack team of scientists measured that this expansion is moving like a runaway train.
A nice analogy is to imagine that the universe, our three-dimensional space, is like the surface of a rubber balloon that I'm blowing up. Okay, I'm going to blow up the balloon as a demonstration of the effects of the expansion of the universe. As the balloon gets bigger, that's a depiction of the expansion of galaxies.
There's a galaxy, another one.
Where's our galaxy?
Okay, we live there.
Okay, that's our home. As the universe expands, every other galaxy gets farther away from us.
In ordinary expansion, each galaxy stays the same size. But if you have super accelerated expansion, then the galaxies themselves can each expand, which is sort of what's happened here.
If I could blow it up fast enough to depict a big rip, then the balloon would explode. That's like space-time not being able to take it and coming to an end. So instead, we'll just pop a hole in the balloon. That's the big rip.
According to Caldwell and Kamienowski, the universe has no hope of surviving the Big Rip. They've even come up with a countdown to this apocalyptic event.
The Big Rip kind of rolls up its sleeves and progressively takes apart the universe layer by layer, working from the outside in, going from the largest scales to the smallest scales. 1 billion years to pull apart clusters of galaxies, then hundreds of millions of years to pull apart galaxies themselves, and then down to the size of a solar system, we're talking hundreds of thousands of years, and then to tear apart the Earth itself would take less than an hour. It's kind of interesting to think about what that would look like. If I'm in my protective capsule watching things happen, I would see this wall of darkness that starts coming towards us. I would no longer, at that point, be able to see any stars. The Earth, layer by layer, will be peeled off and ejected away.
Everything in us, the molecules that hold us together, would get ripped apart, and every atom that makes up your body would fly off to infinity in a very short period of time.
Fortunately, mankind doesn't need to lose sleep over the Big Rip. Caldwell and Kamienowski estimate that it will climax 50 billion years from now, when the universe is over 3 times its current age.
What's really fun for us is to try to figure out whether this is actually what's going to happen, to paint the science fiction scenario of what might happen and to think what might happen to us.
Deep space threats are real. Some could harm us tomorrow, others in the far future. But one thing's certain, something will terminate Earth and probably the entire universe once and for all. It's only a matter of time.
It's useful to sometimes think about how fragile our life is here on Earth, that maybe we aren't going to be here for eternity. Maybe there's a hope, but the way it looks, the universe just ends, and that's it.